Some people are out there who could solve your toughest problems, and they may not even be in your organization. Ask yourself, are you representing yourself or hanging out or being present in places where those people are? And if you're not, why not? Are you afraid? Are you nervous? Don't you owe it to yourself and to your organization, to your potential career, to sniff around and just kind of get comfortable with these new technologies so that you can get yourself to a place where you might bump into somebody who can fundamentally change the trajectory of your company, of your own career, in a real positive way. So one of the things that we did at LinkedIn was we doubled the size of the company 3 years in a row against some really fierce competition. And what I didn't do as well as I wish I had done was forecast our success. And what resulted in me not being able to do that was I didn't always hire people in that were 2 or 3 steps above what we needed at that current time in the organization. Folks, this is here to stay. The new reality of how we communicate and connect and interact is here to stay. And it's going to impact you as a leader. Your people are going to hear your voice. Not just prospective customers or candidates, but your own employees in ways that you may not recognize. How many of you are familiar with this brand, America Online, one of the first out there in the early days of the internet? Anyone know who the CEO is? Tim Armstrong. Anyone listen to what happened in a meeting he had about 2 months ago, where he fired an employee and it was recorded and it was all over the internet the next day? Here's a situation where, unbeknownst to him, someone in that room was recording the message. He fired somebody on the spot. I've never seen that happen in any organization I've been. I've seen people throw stuff at each other. I've had stuff thrown at me. But as a leader, you need to start getting comfortable and finding your voice and finding your way. And there's a purpose. Find your purpose, find your voice, and get out there and figure what it is. If you reframe how you look at social media, if you're an enterprise or if you're a leader in an organization, and you ask somebody, hey, if I were to tell you that people are talking about your company, that your employees are talking about what it's like to work there, that your customers and prospective candidates are talking about what it's like, what they think of your company, would that interest you? I think the answer is yes, it would. Well, that's what social media is. And so what I think we need to try to do is rethink this whole concept as streams of intelligence or opportunity for there to be insights for you to gather around your organization. And if you can find the right tools, people, resources to mine that intelligence, it's enormously insightful. The biggest thing that I think you all need to be aware of as you're contemplating this new reality that we all have as leaders is the fact that your brand matters. And if you're not stuffing the channels out there with meaningful, positive, exciting stuff about you and your organization, they're getting stuffed by someone else. And it may not be favorable to you. So decide to play ball, decide to do things that are going to fill your social brand that are positive. If your sweet spot is speaking, go speak and get people to tweet about it, right? Say, oh, we're going to have a competition. How many people can tweet S. Cadigan after this presentation? You're going to get a whole sweeping channel. Or hire some folks to help you with that. But play to your strength and start to work your way into this new reality. It is not going away. It's only going to get more profound, I think. And this is so exciting. We've only operated, I think, up to now on gut instinct. We're going to be able to go so much beyond gut instinct and be able to verify that with real experiential data. I think the number one, and I think it's been proven, the number one driver of value creation in any organization is people. But the amount of time, attention, and investment organizations make in optimizing that is so infinitesimally small compared to the reality of it's really the people that make the difference. Unlocking some of those mysteries, if you will, and secrets that have existed right in front of us are going to be able to deliver huge results, I think, for both the individual and the organizations going forward. So I'm really excited. Predictive analytics, I think, is where it's going to go. Think about that. If you're not looking at some of these technologies, at least playing around with them, I encourage you to do that. I really do. So the future, I think, is going to be bright. It's a little scary now. I've shared with you my lessons and failures, so you don't have to make the same mistakes. But you're going to have, that's the best way to learn. I always tell that to my young HR staff that I hire. I said, don't stop your leaders from making mistakes. That's the best way that they learn. Because a lot of times my people are just trying to keep them from don't make the mistake, don't do that. Actually, sometimes, putting your finger in the flame actually does hurt. And you won't do it again.